Intercultural Team Proposal. Today our agenda will be to first introduce you, then discuss power distance, trust, and decision making, and end with a conclusion and questions. The problem: a team of individuals from different countries has been assigned a project and need to communicate effectively. Our plan of action: present strategies to assist the team in communicating efficiently and clearly. Goal: create a productive team that can communicate effectively. Let's meet the team. Miranda, Kolbe, Peller, Gina, Machuta. Our countries: Canada, Iran, Kazakhstan, and the United States. What is power distance? Power distance, as defined by Gert Hofstede, is the extent to which the less powerful members of institutions and organizations within a country expect and fully accept that power is distributed unequally. Aaron Meyer differentiates power distance between egalitarian and hierarchical societies. Countries with higher power distance accept further distance between hierarchical levels within their organization. Countries with lower power distance expect to be closer to others on different hierarchical levels of an organization. Power distance in Canada. Canada has a low level of power distance. Subordinates are often friends outside of the workplace, and they are able to contact any level of the hierarchical chain. Power distance in Iran. Iran has a high level of power distance. Considered a hierarchical society, decisions are made by the directors, and input from employees are not always welcome. Power distance in Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan also has a high level of power distance. A subordinate would not be friends with their boss outside of the workplace. Actions require approval from higher ups, and you are able to contact associates in other companies that are on the same hierarchical chain as you. Power distance in the United States. Some managers here don't even wear a suit and tie every day. If there is an issue, an American will attempt to solve it first without the involvement of the boss. Openly disagreeing in meetings is common, but is usually veiled behind downgraders. Power distance within the team. The team members from Kazakhstan and Iran should receive guidance on who to communicate with in the company. Rather than emailing the boss, these team members should have a direct contact with others, regardless of any hierarchical level. The team members from Canada and the United States need to help the team members from Kazakhstan and Iran to know who they should contact for information. An email and phone list of frequently used contacts would be helpful. Ask for input from Kazakhstan and Iranian team members during meetings if they disagree. This will help the team members come more comfortable with speaking out loud in a group. Trust. What is trust? Trust is the firm belief in reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. Aaron Meyer defines two types of trust. Cognitive trust, based on the confidence you feel in another person's accomplishments, skills, or abilities. This comes from the head. Affective trust arises from the feelings of emotional closeness, empathy, or friendship. This trust comes from the heart. Trust in Canada. Building trust is done by showing dependability and completing tasks on time. Speaking face-to-face is recommended, but is often done by phone or on video chat. Having open communication about any issues or conflicts within the workplace. Get to know who are you working with before discussing business. Trust in Iran. Trust in Iran is relationship-based or affective. It is important to get to know your business partner personally in your first meeting. Respecting Iranian customs and traditions is essential towards building trust here. Trust in Kazakhstan. Trust is gained by sharing a meal or drinks. Confidential discussions are all done face-to-face. Meetings with the same hierarchical level are more informal, and small talks occur before the meeting. Trust comes from your relationships with other people. And trust in the United States. Trust is task-based or cognitive. Trust is built through business-related activities. Work relationships are built and dropped easily. If you do good work consistently, you are considered reliable and will be trusted. Trust within the team. The American and Canadian team members will demonstrate their trustworthiness by completing tasks effectively. On the other hand, The team members from Iran and Kazakhstan will want to form a close, personal relationship before conducting business to build some trust. Strategies to build trust across multicultural team include bonding over meals and drinks. Lunches, dinners, evening drinks, and other social events are all means of building trust across these cultures. The Iranian and Kazakhstan members will need to respect the time of the Canadian and American members. At the same time, the Canadian and American workers will need to put in a little extra effort or whatever it takes to form a close bond with their fellow team members. Decision making. What is decision making? It is the process of identifying and choosing alternatives based on the values, beliefs, and preferences of the individual producing the final decision. Aaron Meyer looks to differentiate decision making into two different categories. Consensual. These are decisions made in groups through unanimous agreement. Top down. These are decisions made by individuals, usually being the boss. Decision making in Canada. If you have an issue, you would first try to figure it out and then take it to a superior. In Canada, there is often an overview of upcoming projects or objectives that helps each employee better understand the task at hand. Decision making in Iran. Bosses make the decisions here. Employees do not question the decisions that have been reached. Decision-making processes may take a while here due to the indirect style of communication. Decision-making in Kazakhstan. When an issue arises, find some different solutions to present to the boss. There's a strong sense of family in Kazakhstan. If your parents know someone at the company, that company is more likely to hire you because of the outside relationship. Recommendations here are worth a lot. Decision-making can be influenced by kickbacks one can gain from a certain choice. Decision-making in the United States. In the United States falls in the middle of the deciding scale, between consensual and top-down, but leans slightly more towards the top-down. American managers may ask for input from their team members, but the team decision is ultimately theirs. Decisions are made quickly, but are subject to change here. Decision-making within the team. The employees from Canada and the United States compare similarly in this aspect. Both display a loose-knit business culture but are well aware they need to produce and show dependability. Hiring and promotional decision-making is based on the value or reputation one has come to build. Decisions generally are formed consensually. The team members from Canada and the U.S. should ask for input from the team members from Kazakhstan and Iran, as they may feel it is inappropriate to offer feedback. Relationships between the employee-employer are on moral terms. Here, the hiring promotional decision-making take the employee's social group into account. The team members from Iran and Kazakhstan should be willing to offer input on decisions, whether it contradicts authority or not. Conclusions and questions. Any intercultural team can perform effectively with sufficient tools and instruction. Time should be set aside for intercultural teams to create a culture contract or document to get a better understanding of the perspectives from all team members. It's important for managers to understand their team and how they can perform at their best. Tasks should be assigned on personal and cultural strengths. On the right is a view of our culture map. For any other questions or further information, please view our references. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.